Hello, so in this video I want to show you what the pupils can see when they sign in. So as we've shown in a previous video, we can sign in scanning the QR code, or we can put the text code in. Here's my code, my 16 letters which was on the sheet which had been sent home. So if I click to go, it will take me to my student homepage. Okay, so here we go. We've got some work set for the pupils. So we've got the different tabs. So we've got the journal. The journal tells you all about the work that the pupil has already done. So you can see this pupil's done a diary entry. We've got some chunking, some division, and we've got a bit of work based around Black History Month as well. So the journal is just a central place for all of the pupils' work. We've also got the activities, the inbox, and the blog. Now, we don't really need to look too much at the inbox and the blog at this stage, although we might look at that in a bit more detail in another video. What's important is the activities here, okay? Because this is how the pupils respond to the work. So if I was to click on the poetry planning, okay, you can see that is in my to-do section here. If I was to click on in progress, I don't have any work in progress at the moment because I've either completed it or I've not started it. In my done section, so the work I've completed, you can see I've got some Black History Month, my division and my diary entry. So that corresponds with what is in the journal. I want to focus on my to-dos because I've got some work which I still need to do. And I know that because it still says here, waiting for response. Okay, so it's my job to add a response. So I'm going to do that. I might click on the poetry planning or my final draft. I'm going to go on the poetry planning just for today. Okay, so if I click on add response, you can see I've already attached something here for the pupils to add into. Okay, so I want them to tell me about what nouns, verbs, alliteration and so on that I want them to include when they do the final draft of their poem. Now if I forget what the instructions are, I can always click on view instructions, and you can see here it says we're getting ready to write our own poems. I've attached a planning sheet. Can you include metaphors, similes, rhyming words about bonfire night? So I'm happy with the instructions of what I want to do. I can click X, and now I'm going to start adding some words. So I'm going to click the T option here because that allows me to enter some text. So when I'm thinking about nouns for bonfire night, I might think about fireworks. I might also think about bonfires. I might think about Catherine wheels, and I could keep going on with that list. Now at the moment it's obviously across all of my text, so I'm going to have to do some editing with that. So what I might do is just make it a lot smaller. I could change the size here, move it around my text. Of course I want to go and put that in my fireworks. Now obviously that's quite annoying that the box goes outside of the template, so when I click on the box and my three dots, that really gives me a lot of choice now to edit what I do with the work. So you can see here I can either have a fully black box, I can have it where, I don't know whether you can quite see, it's quite translucent, or I can have it transparent, so actually I don't have a text box around. Okay, so there we go, and at the moment actually it looks like that's towards the back. I'm not quite happy with the colour of the text, so if I just go back on, I might have classic text. Maybe if I want to change my colour, I can just go down here on the side, and as I scroll up you can see I can get different colours. Red seems appropriate, so I'm happy with the work that I've got in there. I can always add to it by just clicking back on, and I might say hot dogs as well. Now what I could do, I could go back to the text, and as you can see it's kept the formatting from before. So when I fill out the verb section now, I might put that the children, my verbs might be slowly, for example. Now obviously I just need to do some editing. Again, so when I click on the box, I can make it much smaller and move it around, put it anywhere where I want. So there's just a bit of an example of how I can use the text. What I could do if I wanted, I could do some recording by using the microphone button. I could take a picture, so if I wanted to do any written work on a piece of paper and then take a picture of that, I would use the camera option. My three dots allow me to change the background, so let's say I could maybe have a sunset background around the side, or I could have squares, or if you wanted to write on some lines, that's quite a nice feature as well. If I just click off there, and here use my speech marks, that's where I might add some extra text. And if you're not happy with the room that you've got, you can click add page down here, and that will just show you that you've got a blank page then. So again, if you wanted to put a lined background and then start writing with some text, you could do. So you could put bonfire night, and again just do some editing with your text. So if you wanted to make it bigger and so it goes on the line, there really is a lot of options for you to change and how you present your work. Once you are happy, if you click the green tick at the top, that will submit your work to the teacher. So I'm happy, I've clicked the green tick, and now you can see it's uploaded in the journal. We're waiting for a teacher response, and my activities have now gone down to 2. So I've got 2 other activities to do, and that's added to the rest of the work that I have done in my journal. Okay, so if I was to then click back on my activities, I'm going to click this time on the Black History Month because I've not attached a template for the pupils to respond. So if I just give you a bit of a brief about this, so we've been celebrating Black History Month, and I'm asking the pupils to do a bit of research about important black figures which have changed and shaped our history. Okay, so if I click on add response, you can see now the pupils have got a lot of options as to how they present their work. So again, they could take a picture, or they could do some drawing if they wish. Again, you can see we've got these familiar buttons from before. So we've got text. If they want to do some recording of their voice, they can do, or add some pictures. That is absolutely fine. So if I was to click on that, you'll be presented with that same screen that we normally see. However, if you're not happy, I'm just going to click delete, and that will take me back to this section. If you do want to upload a file, you can do. So you might want to upload a photo or a video. If you want to take a photo of anything that you've done written and upload it, you would use this option here. I don't think we're going to use the link too much, but it might be that you want to add an additional link, maybe from a website that you have used. Notes are usually quite handy, so if you wanted to put some of your work in a note form, you might want to talk a little bit about, let's say, Martin Luther King. So I have researched about Martin Luther King, and of course you can write lots and lots in there, just as you would if you were to write it down. Again, once you are happy with your work, you can click the green tick up here. But just to make sure that I'm happy with everything that I've put, I'm just going to check it against the instructions again. So, yeah, we've been learning about important black figures and have done some research. I might want to talk about some more influential figures, so I might look at Malala Yousafzai, Marcus Rashford, and so on. So then, actually, I might go back and I might put, I know Marcus Rashford worked hard to help children in Manchester who have been hungry. Full stop. Okay, so I've added a little bit more information. I'm happy. I want to submit my work, so I'm going to press the green button at the top. Okay, so there we go. So if I wanted, I could edit the note, but I'm happy again. Click the green button. If you wanted to, you could read what you have written as well, just a nice feature. But if I click the green button again, that should take me back to upload my work, and it appears in my journal. So now The only piece of work that I've got left is the final draft of my poem. Okay, so that is how you submit your work.